Well, it turns out some people are waiting in line to see Tiana's Bayou adventure. There's often a crowd waiting to get on the replacement to Splash Mountain. So, was Pro, that's me, and the rest of the hosts of that park place, were we all wrong when we were saying all along that they should not replace Splash Mountain? Well, no. And today, I'll show you definitively, breaking down the numbers. Hello folks, welcome to That Park Place, and all of this July, I am going to be here every single weekday getting back to my theme park roots. We want you to be here every single morning to join us. Also, if you are new to this channel, like, share, and subscribe. We want to earn that subscription from you. Today we're talking about an attraction at Magic Kingdom that once was called the Zippity-Doo-Dah Log Ride, Splash Mountain. But Mr. Bluebird was sent packing, Brer Rabbit evicted, and Brer Fox and Brer Bear have not been seen anywhere in a very long time. Oh wait, they're still in Japan. All right, there is some criticism, there's some critique that what we told you now for months and years, that they should not tear down Splash Mountain, that was actually all wrong. And the reason for that is, people look at Tiana's Bayou Adventure now and say, there are lines. And you know what, folks? They're not wrong. Magic Kingdom does indeed have a line, Disneyland as well, for Tiana's Bayou Adventure. But today I'm going to focus specifically on Walt Disney World. And I think that I can prove definitively, without a doubt, that in fact, Tiana's Bayou Adventure is tremendously unpopular compared to Splash Mountain. Let me dive in. I'm going to give you some numbers here that I think are going to matter. I'm going to start with Epcot. Okay, I want you to know what actually popular looks like. You need to know this. And what I'm going to do is, we have tabulated to great extent, this took a lot of research, but we have tabulated the average weekly highest wait time for some of the major attractions at Disney World. Let me say it again. What we did is, we took the average highest wait time. So on any given day, what was the highest posted wait time for an attraction? We run all those dailies into a weekly, and we get the weekly average by then comparing that week after week after week. Okay? What is the average number there? So what if you got stuck in the longest line possible, on average, how long would you wait for each attraction? For Cosmic Rewind, Guardians of the Galaxy, right? The roller coaster over there that replaced Ellen. In Epcot, which has very little to do, there are very few attractions, so this is a popular ride in a theme park bereft of things to do except go out and drink. Guardians of the Galaxy has a weekly average high, longest wait time on average that you're going to see is about 73 minutes. So slightly over an hour. By the way, that's not good. The reason that's not good is because Cosmic Rewind is behind a huge amount of paywall systems, and it's one of the only attractions there, and we're measuring this at a time when Test Track was down. So this thing honestly should have been at 2 hours. The fact that it's only at 73 minutes largely means that, guess what? There aren't a lot of people in Epcot. Let's go now to Tron Light Cycle Run. That's the ride next to Space Mountain. And if we take a look at Tron, what do we see? Well, in a park that has many attractions, Tron has a weekly average high wait time. So this is, on average, the longest you'll wait of 67 minutes. Now, we're only measuring this for 2025. It may have been different in 2024, but for 2025, 67 minutes is the average wait time high. I'm not telling you that's the highest you'll ever see. I'm telling you that if we averaged out the highest every single day, that would be the average longest wait time you're going to see on any given day. Okay, 67 minutes. Now, before I give you Tiana's Bayou Adventure, because it matters, before I give that number to you, I need to explain two things. First of all, Cosmic Rewind, again, should have a much higher wait time simply because it's in a park that doesn't have anything. And Tron Light Cycle Run has every reason to be the opposite. See, these are two very different attractions. Tron Light Cycle Run sits in the middle of Tomorrowland and Magic Kingdom. Magic Kingdom has at least triple the attractions as Epcot. And if you're looking for an area of the park that has the most attractions packed in, either Fantasyland or Tomorrowland are going to be there. You compare the things to do in those two areas versus like Adventureland or Frontierland, it's nothing, right? There's nothing to do in Main Street except listen to the Dapper Dans. But Tomorrowland has lots of things to do. And so Tron is in proximity to other competing attractions. We'll say it that way. Tron is in close proximity with other competing attractions. You can go do Buzz. You can do Space Mountain. You can do the People Mover. I can keep going and going and going. No one's doing Monsters Laugh Floor, okay? I know that. No one's doing that. We're not going to even bring it up. But there are other attractions that you can go do that can pull you away. The Carousel of Progress, I highly recommend it. Go make sure John is still working and the turkey is not burned too badly. All right. Tron, with 67 minutes, is still pulling in a heck of a wait time. Now, you've waited long enough. I'll be happy to give it to you. Tiana's Bayou Adventure, the weekly average high is 55 minutes versus 67 minutes for Tron. And let me explain why this is terrible. And I'm going to explain, too, how Disney tried to hide this. You see, Tiana's Bayou Adventure replaced the most popular attraction, not just in Magic Kingdom, but in all of Walt Disney World. So Splash Mountain would be more popular than Tron. Tron lasts like 1 minute. I don't know the exact runtime on Splash Mountain, but it's, maybe it's 20 minutes. It's a long ride. Maybe it's not that long. Maybe it's 13 minutes. It's a very long ride. And you include the queue and all the stuff that goes into it. It's a fantastic experience. Tron lasts like a minute. It's a little bit longer than that maybe, but really it's super short, okay? So Splash Mountain, most popular attraction in all of Walt Disney World, regularly held the longest wait times. In the summer, it was even more pronounced because people want to get cooled off, and this is one way to do it. But also, Tiana's Bayou Adventure is the opposite of Tron in that there is nothing, and I mean there is nothing to do in close proximity to this ride. Disney knew when they switched Tiana's Bayou Adventure from a virtual queue to just a normal real queue, they knew what they had to do. They knew what they had to do to hide how unpopular this ride is. And that is, they timed closing Big Thunder Mountain Railroad with this attraction being on its own. And the reason for that is because Big Thunder is not there to pull in a crowd to wait in line for it. The entire northwest section of Magic Kingdom, the entire northwest quadrant, basically has Tiana's Bayou Adventure. Think about Frontierland for a minute. Just think about it. What else is there to do? Country Bears Jamboree. And you can say, well, you could do the Liberty Bell, or you could do Tom Sawyer Island. And that is true. That is true. That will be gone very soon as well. And then there will be no Big Thunder there either. And I believe that Tiana's Bayou Adventure, then, the wait time that it achieves is essentially only because there's nothing else for people to do. And so they just get in line thinking, well, what else is there here? And that is how Tiana's Bayou Adventure is managing an average high of under an hour. Can I tell you that if you were to look up some of the other attractions, they easily beat that? Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, for example, easily beats that. Space Mountain easily beats that. And of course, there's Tron. Bottom line here, if Splash Mountain were still there, with nothing around it for anybody to do, no Big Thunder, no Classic Bears, there's nothing. Splash Mountain, the original, would be pulling something like 130 minutes, I would bet. Maybe 110, but probably something like 130. Now, you can say, Pro, that's an insane number. And to that, I simply respond, Splash Mountain was easily over the 1 hour mark, not even close when everything was open. Tiana's has the benefit of nothing else around it being open whatsoever. And by the way, I'll say this as we get ready to say goodbye and until next time. It's no surprise to me either that Pirates of the Caribbean is often down. It's suddenly become this very inefficient attraction that has downtime like we haven't seen in the past. I'll just leave that hanging out there to you. Okay? Disney's in trouble. Tiana's is not popular. And when Big Thunder Mountain Railroad comes back online, the proof will be in the queue. And the queue will not have many of you waiting in it, because Tiana's is a screw-up of epic proportions. It's just so sad that Disney actually promoted the people who made that to be over Villain's Land. All right, folks, that is the first video here on That Park Place from your pal Pro. And don't you know it, Jonas and Vash will be back. Check out their videos. They are excellent. Folks, like, share, subscribe, and become a part of the That Park Place community. Join the comments down below. Become an active participant. Tell me if I'm wrong. Do you disagree? Maybe even vehemently? You love Tiana and the busted, broken animatronics. I kid. Not really. Let us know down there. All right, folks. Until the next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep coming to That Park Place. Jump into the water!
Why listen to music made by people and companies who really don't like you? Check out Vacation Radio today and prepare for all new content made by the people behind the WDW Pro channel. It's the place you need for all the music. That should be fun. Hundreds of songs, every genre you can imagine. Listen live on YouTube and enjoy a set list that's always sunny. It's Vacation Radio. What are you waiting for? Every WDW Pro video has a link to Vacation Radio in the video description. Try it out and subscribe today.